Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I received a question about how to perform ghusl in the class last week. So, first of all, you need to understand the difference between the word ghusl and اغتسال. They may sound similar. Ghusl with a dhamma on the ghain, or when you spell it in English, when you write GHU or GHO, ghusl is a special wash you need to perform, for example, at the end of a lady's or a woman's cycle. So after you finish the cycle, you need a ghusl in order to go back to state of tahara and to be able to perform your salat or your fasting. However, ghusl with a fatha on the ghain, or spelling in English would be GHA after, or اغتسال, it means shower, wash. So it doesn't have to have a reason. You can do it every day. That's the wash, shower. So our question is about the ghusl. So it must have a reason. For example, the cycle, or at the end of the bleeding, when the bleeding finishes. So there are mandatory things to do. Without them, the ghusl is not right. And there are other sunnah things to do. If you do them, you're getting extra reward because you're following Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So what is the mandatory? First, you need to have an intention. Muhammad said in the hadith, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ, which means you need to go into your shower room or bath intending to have this special ghusl in order to go back to praying. So it is not just a casual shower you had today in the morning and you're praying right after. You need to intend to have the ghusl or the wash for that reason. So that makes the ghusl different than the ghusl or the اغتسال or just a normal shower. Intending to going back to prayer or to fasting after it. So, and of course, intending the removal of the state you are in, the state of not being able to perform prayer or fasting. So intention. Second, Bismillah. You need to say Bismillah. However, you don't say Bismillah inside the toilet or the bathroom or the shower room if you have taken out your or off your clothes, and you say it before going inside. However, if you forgot to say Bismillah, but you know it is there, you know that you have to do it, and you forgot to do it, inshallah, it's okay. You don't have to worry. But don't intend not saying it. Do you see? Intend saying it and remember about it as much as possible. But if you forgot to say Bismillah prior to your bath or shower or ghusl, then you don't have to worry about it. So why we say it before entering the shower room or the bathroom? For two reasons. If it's a toilet, we don't mention Allah's name at all inside the toilet, not even in our hearts or chests. Second, if you are inside the shower room, but you have taken your clothes off, you don't say Bismillah either. That's why you say it before. So that's about tasmiyah. Then mandatory that the water will reach every inch in your body. Your hair, the roots of your hair, your arms, your whole body, your legs, everything is washed or reached by or with water. Do you need to shampoo? Is it a mandatory? It is not. This is what mandatory, right? So if you finish your ghusl in this way, intention, Bismillah, and then washing everything and like hair, body, everything washed. And now you can, that's the end of it. You can go out. However, are you ready to pray with this ghusl? You're not ready to pray because before prayer, we need wudu. Your ghusl doesn't stand for the wudu. The ghusl is one thing, and the wudu is a different thing. So if you did the ghusl as the way I just mentioned, then after you dry and after you dress and after maybe you sit outside for a while, you have to go back, say Bismillah, and perform wudu in order to pray. For the wudu, you need your intention and you need your Bismillah before the wudu. Then you need to perform wudu like Muhammad ﷺ used to perform. A complete wudu. That's in order to pray. So in order to pray, if you just wash, like we mentioned, you still need a wudu to pray. And the wudu needs an intention and needs a Bismillah. So that's the mandatory ghusl and how you do it. And if you do it like this, that you need still a wudu in order to pray the next prayer. Does the ghusl stand for or in the place of the wudu? It doesn't, because wudu has certain steps and order you need to follow. Washing the hands first, rinsing the mouth, the nose, washing the face. It has a certain step, and you didn't do those steps by just washing your body and your head. Okay, so that's the first point. Second point, what if you want to do a complete following the sunnah kind of ghusl? Then what do you need to do? First, intention, of course. You need the intention still. You need the Bismillah still. And the Bismillah is not in the toilet or in the bathroom. Then Muhammad ﷺ used to, this is now a sunnah, which means you don't have to do it, but if you do it, you take a reward. He used to wash his hands first. Remember something, that when we're talking about how Muhammad ﷺ performed his wudu or his ghusl, he usually had a container or a bowl that has the water in it, and then he would take from this water for his wudu or for his wash, for his ghusl. So it is not a shower like that we have now. That's why when you open the tap, so now if you want to follow the sunnah, you open the tap, you wash your hands first. This is his sunnah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then he would wash the private part with the water. He would wash from 2 to 3 times. But he would take the water with the right hand, put it in the left hand, and then wash, because we're not supposed to touch or wash this area in our body with the right hand. We wash it with the left hand. Again, sunnah, 2 to 3 times. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Then he would perform wudu. Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam would perform wudu. Right? So after, I hope you're following me. So after then the intention, Bismillah, washing hands, washing private area, and then performing wudu. Then he would pour from that bowl or container from the water 3 times on his head, and he would make sure that the water reach to the roots of the hair. Then he would pour the water on all his body and make sure, like with rubbing it with the water, like to make sure that the water reached every place. So it's not just, it didn't just pass on, and it didn't, like someplace maybe was missed. So he makes sure that the water reached every place. And that is the end. Another sunnah he used to do, that he sometimes, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, would wash the right part of his body first and then the left part of his body first, because he loved using the tayammum or tayammun or tayammun. Tayammun with the noon, not the meme. Tayammum is something different, but tayammun or tayamun, using the right, like starting with the right in everything. Okay, and that is the end of it. So if you're following the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, you do like this. Now, if you did it like that, Now, do you need to perform another wudu to pray? Scholars read through that in two different ways. They said, if you intended with the ghusl, with with the first intention to have the ghusl, that you intended as well to pray with the wudu that you're going to perform inside the ghusl, this wudu that Muhammad ﷺ performed, then you don't have to perform another wudu. So again, it's back to your intention. So if you intended to have the ghusl and that the wudu inside the ghusl stands for your prayer, so then you say Bismillah one time for both ghusl and wudu, do everything and go out and you're ready to pray. If you didn't intend that, you intended only the ghusl, then this wudu now is part of your ghusl only, and you need a new intention and a new Bismillah for a second wudu. I hope that is clear. It is okay to ask questions, and I'll leave you a link to send questions if you still have, and it is okay to get details if it wasn't clear. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us all to do the best and guide us all to the truth. Ameen. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.